What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Caitlin Clark has broken the internet in basketball without actually playing basketball. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Well, it looked like Caitlin Clark is making her rounds for the 2026 NBA season. Yes, Caitlin Clark is making NBA headlines without it being an all-star game and without the WNBA season going on. See, Caitlin Clark got this Nike shoe that is popping. Now,
The murmurs grew into loud demands pushing her to admit the supposed real reason behind her sneakers' historic rise. Critics, fearless and blunt, argued it was all because of Kobe Bryant, not Caitlin Clark. Instead of arguing with the dismissive chatter, she responded in a way that shut everything down, a bold signal about her future that made her position unmistakably clear. This was never only about footwear. It was a clear boundary drawn, a firm step away from the storyline forced onto her, claiming her undeniable influence on the game and leaving skeptics speechless as she chose her own direction, refusing to play by their narrow rules.
Without it being an all-star game and without the WNBA season going on. See, Caitlin Clark got this Nike shoe that is popping. Now, last night I did a video talking about A'ja Wilson shoes ended up at Ross department store. Well, Caitlin's shoes is ended up on NBA basketball courts because she has the most worn sneaker in the entire NBA. Hell, people wearing Caitlin Clark sneakers more than MJ's right now. So could you imagine the impact Caitlin Clark's shoe is going to have when her actual signature sneaker drop? See, these are Nike PE sneakers, player editions. So these Kobe shoes that Caitlin...
The first real shock began with one simple reality. Caitlin Clark's player edition Nike Kobe 6s had somehow become the most worn shoe across the entire NBA. This was not a WNBA metric. It was the men's league where icons usually dominate. Her influence, even without stepping onto an NBA floor, was already changing the sneaker scene, a rare sight for any rookie before a pro debut. The widespread presence of her chosen kicks sparked intense debate about where this sudden trend truly originated.
Right now. So could you imagine the impact Caitlin Clark's shoe is going to have when her actual signature sneaker drop? See, these are Nike PE sneakers, player editions. So these Kobe shoes that Caitlin Clark got, like I stated, is making big time waves around the NBA. And what's crazy about it all is that we all seen this coming. We all knew the Caitlin Clark impact was going to be astronomical whenever her shoes come out. Any Caitlin Clark sneaker, well, it looked like NBA players is definitely making it their business to rock Kate.
This control was not a short-lived flash. Her exact Kobe pairs were logging more court time than even MJ's legendary retros. The meaning was massive, showing an instant, real-world impact that went far beyond standard rookie hype. It quietly challenged the old hierarchy as a newcomer began shaping style choices for the top male players in the sport, a shift many struggled to fully process, given the scale of her cultural reach.
Kobe, but I think the same thing is going to happen when Caitlin Clark dropped her signature shoe, because Caitlin Clark let it be known whenever she did that interview with the Kelsey brothers, that she wants the best technology in a sneaker, bro. That was her main focus. She did not cheat the process when it comes to that. She wanted the hottest shoe, and when it comes to the technology in the shoe, Caitlin Clark definitely did not shy away from that. I think I got some of the clip here. Caitlin Clark actually speaking about her sneaker, and let's play it.
The data paints a clear picture of historic adoption. Her Nike Kobe 6 PEs recorded an incredible 40,403 minutes on NBA floors. Close behind were her Nike Kobe 5 PEs with another 10-20 minutes. These are not random appearances. These are verified in-game minutes locking her player additions in as a true staple of professional basketball. The numbers forced even the loudest doubters to rethink the extent of her pull.
Figuring out what exactly I want. And I think probably the most challenging part of it is like you want it to be unique, but at the same time, like I have to be comfortable wearing it.
Of course.
You kind of take what you know you're comfortable in. Like obviously I play in a lot of Kobe's, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a Kobe. I want it to be something very unique to me and a little bit different. And you know, I kind of think about like what's kind of been important to me when I think about.
So she let it be known like she like wearing Kobe's, but she don't want her shoe to be a Kobe. Now, do I think it's going to emulate Kobe for us with the design of the shoe? Possibly. But for us, the technology with the shoe, Caitlin finna tell us that this is going to be something like we've never seen before.
I like shoes or sneakers.
But the sudden rise also drew resistance. A loud group of critics quickly claimed the success was nothing more than Kobe Bryant's lasting legacy. They were them because of Kobe, one remark mocked, suggesting Clark's name was just added onto an already loved design. This became the core argument, questioning whether her name truly mattered or if she was simply benefiting from a legendary association.
Her brand is building now. Just to see NBA players showing interest in Caitlin Clark is just top of the line. And for this to be actually a thing, like you don't see Asia Wilson shoes on here. Angel Reese shoes is not on here. Like that's why whenever you making these sneaker moves, you have to go with the hottest brand. And Nike was the hottest brand thus far. Been the hottest brand, been the top-notch brand. And I'm excited that Caitlin Clark is honored enough to be on.
Yet Clark had already expected this reaction and prepared her own quiet pushback. In an interview with the Kelsey brothers, she explained her vision for her future signature shoe, stressing that her top priority was cutting-edge technology. She demanded the hottest shoe with the best tech and refused to sacrifice performance or innovation. That mindset alone served as her response to anyone doubting her individual direction.
Been the hottest brand, been the top-notch brand, and I'm excited that Caitlin Clark is honored enough to be on this list. This is big, big, big. For those of you guys who don't think this is big, you're just a freaking hater. One comment says Caitlin Clark is kind of taking over NBA style. They are wearing them because of Kobe. That's not because of Kobe, bro. They've been wearing Kobe's though. But it's Caitlin Clark, bro. Caitlin Clark is the face of not just a franchise, but the face of women's sports. Hopefully the WNBA can figure this out. Gold activity. That navy colorway is so.
The story behind her signature shoe started much earlier than most assumed. Near the end of her senior season at Iowa, this was never rushed. It was a thoughtful process involving serious talks with Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, each offering different paths including faster launches. Clark stayed committed to quality and long-term vision, showing rare maturity while navigating complex brand talks.
Like if y'all don't, how many Kobe shoes is it? Kobe 6 shoe count, because this is where I'm finna kill the critics right here. 6 colorways. Kobe 6 shoe colorway. Because people saying it's Kobe, which I love Kobe dearly. I feel as if, I'm on Google right here. I feel as if, look at all these Kobe's, bruh.
Her final mission, as she explained, was to build something completely her own, separate from the shoes she already loved wearing. I play in a lot of Kobe's, but I do not want it to be a Kobe. I want it to be something unique to me, she said, drawing a firm boundary. This was her defining moment, rejecting the idea of riding another legend's wave and claiming her own identity. She also spoke about balancing innovation with comfort, making it clear the shoe must work for her elite performance needs. That grounded approach keeps her bold design goals realistic, ensuring the Shoe looks different while performing. At the highest level, blending style. With elite function, the process has already stretched beyond a year and a half. That long timeline highlights her attention to detail as she worked closely with designers to align every element with her vision. It proves she is not simply attaching her name to a product but building something that represents her fully from the ground up. In the end, she chose Nike based on both legacy and personal dreams. Everyone knows Nike makes the best product, she said, recognizing their status. But it also went deeper. I grew up wanting to be a Nike athlete. Every kid does. Nike Jordan, that is the top brand, she admitted, revealing the emotional tie behind her choice. This was not just business. It was the result of a lifelong dream. From admiring Nike and Jordan as symbols of greatness to now designing her own shoe, she completed a journey few ever reach. She also hinted at special elements ahead, like collectible colorways and even an Achilles theme, showing awareness of sneaker culture and demand. Despite the noise, the proof keeps stacking up. NBA players are choosing her exact piece, not just any Kobe model. That choice speaks volumes. It is recognition of Caitlin Clark's growing influence. With countless Kobe 6 options available, players still return to her versions. That detail breaks the critics' argument. They are not wearing just any Kobe 6. They are wearing Caitlin Clark piece. This is no accident. It reflects alignment with her brand and rising presence. This is the Caitlin Clark effect, influencing culture. Before even playing a WNBA game, it goes beyond shoes into shaping basketball culture itself. Her relevance stretches past seasons and negotiations. She is locking in her place as a lasting icon. NBA interest in her gear sets her apart from other stars, proving her appeal is different. Choosing Nike only expands that reach. Her stance against critics is more than footwear. It is a statement of self-belief and independence. Her impact from court to culture is real. True star power is earned. And sometimes it means walking away from limiting stories to build your own path.